It appears that there will be a cavalcade of lawsuits soon against Northwestern administrators and athletic officials. The university continues investigating allegations of hazing and bullying after firing football coach Pat Fitzgerald and baseball coach Jim Foster. At least 2 football players have already filed lawsuits, but they did so anonymously. Wednesday, 4 former football players spoke out publicly along with their attorneys, and they said they plan to sue as well. John Barr has more in this SportsCenter report.
This is shocking, deplorable, appalling, but it is not surprising.
Flanked by 4 former Wildcats football players, civil rights attorney Ben Crump took aim Wednesday at what he described as a deeply rooted culture of hazing and abuse within Northwestern University's athletic programs.
It is apparent to us that it is a toxic culture that was rampant in the athletic department at Northwestern University. If the coach or coaches didn't know, it would have to be malfeasance. It would have to be they were asleep at the wheel.
The graphic, sexually intense behavior was well known throughout the program. We were physically and emotionally beaten down, and some players have contemplated suicide as a result.
Former Wildcats football players Warren Miles Long, Tom Carnifax, Simba Short, and Lloyd Yates, a former wide receiver and quarterback whose great-grandfather, father, and older brother all attended Northwestern, shared similar stories.
We were all victims, no matter what our role was at the time. But the culture was so strong that we felt we had to go with it to survive, to be respected, and to earn the trust within the football program. There was a code of silence that felt insurmountable to break.
Yates says that code of silence was particularly hard on players of color, many of whom were the first in their families to attend college.
They had so much at stake and had no voice or power to stop the abuse. So today I'm proud to come forward amongst my brave teammates here today to let the truth be known, a truth that is perpetuated for decades.
2 former Northwestern football players have already sued their former school, naming several school officials and former Wildcats head coach Pat Fitzgerald as defendants. Fitzgerald has denied any knowledge of the hazing. Crump said Wednesday his law firm alone represents 15 former Northwestern athletes, but has heard from more than 50 who've reached out with similar allegations. Crump's co-counsel Steve Levin says they'll file a lawsuit shortly on behalf of those players, some of whom were minors when the hazing allegedly occurred. For ESPN, I'm John Barr.
John mentioned Fitzgerald's denial. Fitzgerald's attorney also said in a statement Wednesday that the allegations are, quote, broad-based and that no facts or evidence show that Fitzgerald had any knowledge of hazing within the football program. The attorney said he planned to seek to have the civil suits against Fitzgerald dismissed.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.